Hey everyone, today I am breaking down a workflow I built in n8n that runs a fully automated outbound calling campaign. It handles launching calls, retrying people who did not pick up and logging every outcome so the whole thing can run without anyone babysitting it. So let's begin with the campaign launch process. A campaign can be set to run at any interval or time. For example, every day at a specific time or according to a cron expression such as launching on the first day of each week at a designated time. At every run, it pulls the leads to call from Google Sheets, simple, shared, and easy for anyone on the team to check. Now WebP only allows 10 concurrent calls. If I launched every call at once, we will hit the concurrency limit and we will start seeing failures. So instead, the workflow launches calls in batches of 8 intentionally under the limit to leave us a safety buffer. Moving further, WebP create call endpoint is used to initiate the calls. The request body includes the assistant ID and phone number ID along with the customer's phone number, which is retrieved from the Google Sheet. Since the assistant and phone number are already configured in the WebP dashboard, this step simply explains how the workflow is set up to launch an outbound lead qualification campaign or any other type of campaign. So the campaign will be launched in batches. Before moving to the next batch, first it fetches and then checks WAPI for the real status of every call in the current batch, waiting and rechecking until all of them have ended. I do it this way instead of just waiting a fixed amount of time because all calls don't take the same length. Some end in seconds and other runs in minutes. Checking real status means the next batch only launches when it's actually safe to. So if the check for call status returns true, the next batch is executed. If it returns false, then we will wait for another 2 or 2.5 minutes before executing the next batch. When all the batches are executed, the done path takes place and the campaign is completed. So this is the rescheduling mechanism. Not everyone answers on the first try. So unresponsive leads gets automatically rescheduled, but not forever. Only leads that did not answer and have not used up their retries get considered again. Each lead gets up to 3 attempts on day 1. If none land, it rolls over to the other day for 3 more attempts, 6 total spread across 2 days. Instead of hammering someone in one sitting, once a lead hits that gap with no answer, the system stops calling automatically. Endless retries would just hurt deliverability and annoy people. A hard stop keeps this sustainable. Peppy sends events back in real time. The moment the assistant actually starts talking, the customer record gets marked as answered immediately. Once the call fully ends, the workflow reads the end reason, sorts it as answered or unmissed, and logs it automatically, which is exactly what feeds the rescheduler for anyone who did not pick up. Everything stays in sync automatically. Every call answered or not gets logged. That's what turns individual calls into real reporting. You can see pickup patterns, spot leads that need a manual follow-up and track performance instead of guessing. Let me show you the post-call analysis sheet. The call time is logged. Uh, Call picked status is logged whether the customer picked the call or not. Moving further, we have the call summary. Transcript URL shows the call details. We can also log the callback time if the customer provides a preferred time to be called back. The entry reason is logged status from the call. Next, retry at shows at which if the customer did not pick the call, then at which time or which day we have to call them again. Retry shows the number of content, retry 1 to 2 and so on, logs the exact time the retry call was launched. So that's the full loop. Batched launches that respect WebP's limit, real status checks instead of guesswork, smart rescheduling with a hard cutoff and full logging tied together by real-time webhook events. Swap the assistant or lead source and this same structure works for pretty much any outbound calling use case. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.